It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On play action, they'll throw.
At the 28-yard line.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced to dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
A gain of 2.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 21 carries, 105 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Going deep for Hopkins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It's third down. And 9 yards to go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They'll drop this down to Williams. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Christian Wilkins.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 36-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's the option. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? You talk about miscommunication. It's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try again with Howard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Derrick Henry. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
49ers first down.
They'll run with Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now it's Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Derrick Henry, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you talk about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And Robinson with a big catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Pass there complete to Sutton. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Down and 1 yard to go.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Is good. Makes the score Niners 21.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. We have hit halftime. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34.
They'll run it again with Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big run that time by Henry. 62 yards on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
35-yard line. 2 yards on the play. First down, Cardinals.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. This is Howard on second down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard. And this is third.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
What's the deal, y'all?
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
After the penalty, it's Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big third down play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
26-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, so much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run for it with Henry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This is Henry. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell on now to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete to Allen.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Here's Conley. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... You know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
8-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go. Let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moore. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The football going back over to Arizona now.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Caught left side, Hopkins. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.